Gemini, welcome to your reading. This is for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any strong placement in your birth chart for the sign of Gemini. Crosswatchers, you are welcome here. If you are interested in a Gemini, please try to remember not to force situations or messages to fit. If they don't resonate, that is okay. Check your other placements and other readings for Gemini on this channel. Okay, energies can be interchangeable, meaning vice versa, so please use your discretion to put those energies where they best fit in your specific situation. Okay, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a high vibrational comment. I love to hear from you. Helps my channel out greatly, and I appreciate all the love and support this far. All right, Gemini, all of that being said, let's get right into this and see what's going on. Just a little past, present, and future thing for Gemini. What is going on here for Gemini? Oof. Okay. Overall energy for this reading is the Hierophant. Okay. So you have feelings of higher commitment here. Now, whether these are higher commitments to yourself or higher commitments to a connection, there is higher things going on here, okay? You're coming from a more traditional thought process here. You want social approval here, and you're not going to get it here. You're just going to have trust here in whatever it is, whether it's, a spiritual aspect, a religious aspect. You're going to have some trust. You're going to have some faith here. There could be something that you're learning or teaching somebody in this moment, kind of a thing. But there is higher commitment, and I think you realize that there's higher commitment that needs to be kind of dealt with here. Okay, in the recent past, you have the Two of Swords, the Hangman, and the Two of Cups. You, in the recent past, were struggling with a difficult decision here. Now, was this decision to stay or to go? But you felt kind of like a deadlock with the situation, okay? And you were weighing your options here. But I don't think that you still made a decision I don't think you cut the things out that you needed to cut out that needed to be let go of here. So you put a pause. You surrendered. You were letting go of things here. Trying to get new perspective, trying new things here, being different, whether it was a different way of thinking, a different way of trying to fix a problem, coming up with a solution here. You made a sacrifice here, and the sacrifice was to change whatever was not working right. And this caused a release of something. And it very well could, for some of you, it could have been this Two of Cups, this partnership. But there was definitely a connection in the recent past that we'll see what happened there. I don't know. In the current, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Chariot. You can't make up your mind. Do we take it slow? Do we go fast? Do we do this? Do we do that? But there is some sort of movement, but I think it's a tug of war. Now, is this you want to go fast and they don't? You want to go slow and they don't? Or are you kind of, Because in the here and now, there is an offer that is being made to you here, Gemini. But this offer could be slow coming in. And once that offer comes in, but again, 6 months to a year for whatever it is that is starting like right now. And that's what's going to make you feel like, you know, that it's picking up. It's almost like the offer is coming, but the offer is coming in slow. But once it hits, it's going to take off, kind of a thing. In the near future, you have the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Okay. In the near future, Gemini, you're going to set very clear boundaries. No one is going to be able to mistake or misunderstand what your boundaries are. You're going to be very direct with your communication and letting people know what it is. No, you're not going to do that. Yes, okay, that's acceptable, whatever. Okay, but you're being very independent about it, and you're not going to take anything less than what you deserve or desire here. And yes, that is going to cause some endings here. Again, you know, it could be betrayal. It could just be loss. It could be failure. It could be defeat, whatever it is in the near future that it is. But something definitely ends here, and then you have to take the time to reset, relax, kind of retreat, and then get renewal, kind of taking solitude here. Alrighty. Kind of feels scattered. All right, clarify the Hierophant and the overall energy, please. Ten of Pentacles, Hermit, and the Hierophant again. Yeah, whatever it is, whatever this lesson is, whatever this higher commitment is, it is long-term. It is a long-term commitment here. And it's something that you have put a lot of thought into, that you have kind of kept yourself quiet on. Just really self-reflecting, soul-searching, doing what needs to be done here. But that higher commitment is still going to be a lifelong thing that you need to deal with. And this could be family, okay? Stability. Okay. So the focus that you kind of have is, you know, it's not wasted. It's not something silly. This is something that is actually quite important to you, that you took the time out to actually think about it, to see how it can work out for you. Okay. Let's clarify the Two of Swords in the recent past. Seven of Swords, Page of Swords, and the World. You struggle with this decision, and you lied about the decision. Okay? You lied about the decision. Okay? And you're watching what you're saying, you're watching what you're doing. But there wasn't a lot of honesty. And you also were fibbing about closing out a cycle here. And for some of you, it is most certainly this connection. Some of you lied about closing out a connection, whether it was just saying it to yourself or saying it to somebody else. You were lying about it, which is why you put a pause here. Okay. The Moon, King of Pentacles, the Devil. Oh yeah, you was fear. You feared what you couldn't see. You feared what you couldn't understand. You feared the unknown in such a way that it just, bro, like, it's like you put a pause on whatever connection was going on, and then you kind of came into this King of Pentacles and really said, okay, if I can't make this connection do what it needs to do, I'm going to focus on what I need to do. But it was so toxic the way that it kind of came about here. And there is fear. That fear had you crawling because, well, if I put a pause on this and I do what I need to do and change my perspective and, let some things go and surrender and sacrifice some more things and change a bit, it just still came off extremely toxic. Okay. All right. 2 of Cups in the recent past here. Knight of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, and the Empress. Yeah. Again, somebody wanted things to go quicker than what they were doing. Somebody wanted to go a little bit slower to get to know each other, to build whatever. And there was some balancing acts. Now, is that indicative of a third party? No, not necessarily. But just having a lot of things going on here. A lot of things going on, and time management wasn't able to be a thing. It's like, that's what it is. What was going wrong in the recent past was somebody's time management to give that time, because things were so busy and they were very slow about doing it, but they view you as the Empress here. You're not lacking anything for them. They weren't ghosting you or putting you on pause for any other reason than aside from the fact that they couldn't manage their time and they had a lot of things going on here. Okay. Let's clarify the Page of Pentacles in the current. What is this offer here, Gemini? Strength, the Star, and the Page of Wands. Yeah. So whatever this offer is, Gemini, you're going to have patience. You're very hopeful for whatever this is. This offer is going to be something very different to everybody. Okay. It could be an offer of a job. It could be an offer of a level up in a committed relationship, but you're going to have the patience. Okay. For it to come in. You will get the messages on it. So you hoping for this and wishing for a certain outcome here, you're going to start getting the messages on what it is. But the messages still might be coming in quite slowly. But Gemini, again, sometimes you want it to go slow. Sometimes you want it to go fast. But there is some sort of travel, some sort of journey that is going to be going on here. Okay. Anyway, let's do the Knight of Pentacles here. 5 of Swords, 10 of Wands, the Magician. Yeah, there's some unrest here. There's some conflicts here. There is some heaviness. There's some burdens and some responsibilities that are not enabling you to see the bigger picture. You are trying to manifest what it is that you want, But again, with the 5 of Swords here and the 10 of Wands here, be very careful with your manifestations right now because they're going to most probably have a negative spin on it. Okay, so just try to keep your manifesting at a very positive level. Keep doing the hard work, keep moving yourself forward. Even if it's baby steps, it's fine. Do not take off more than you can handle, kind of a thing. Okay? Let's clarify the Chariot in the current. Six of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, and the 2. There you go. All right. You're moving out away from the conflict here. You want to be in calmer waters here. You don't want it to be so jerky. You don't want it to be, rough. You want it to be smooth. So this movement that you're trying to make with the Chariot is going to be a very smooth, graceful kind of a movement here, which would also put that slow spin on it, which is fine. There are some life lessons coming in here that have been brought to your attention. You are putting in the work. You are trying to deal with some of these lessons and some of this karmic stuff. And for some of you that have been struggling with money or working, you're really starting to put the work in. And with the Hierophant kind of overshadowing all of this, you could be trying to learn some lessons when it comes to your career here, learning something new for a pay raise and stuff like that. But that's just a side note. You're moving your way towards this 2 of Cups, to this partnership. All right. Let's see. Clarify the Queen of Swords in the near future. King of Cups, the Hangman, and the 10 of Swords. Yeah, okay. So, Gemini, you have the emotions here, but you keep pausing it. You keep getting in the way of whatever you're trying to do here. There's going to be endings here. You are spending so much time in your head about what is going on here. You have to get yourself grounded here a little bit. You want traditional, you want the aspect, you want the long-term commitment here because you're showing me it, but you're showing me all these things that are causing backing out here. And then starting and then stopping. It's like it gets so close and then you put a stop to it. No, we're not going to do that right now. Okay, clarify the 10 of Swords in the near future here. The Emperor, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles here. It's almost like it's a feeling, like a mental thing that you feel like it's going to end, that this is going to be, it's your thoughts. You're getting in your own head here. Because this person is trying to move right towards you. And you show that you want to have it, but you don't believe that you deserve it or that this could be real or whatever the case is. You're making it difficult. Clarify the Four of Swords in the near future, please. Seven of Cups, Justice, and the Wheel of Fortune. You're confused. There is confusion here. It's like you need one question asked at a time kind of thing. Let's deal with one situation at a time and then move forward. But you feel like you're being rushed to do something here. But I see that you're aware of that, okay? With Justice coming in here, really trying to get you in perfect alignment here. This is in your head, Gemini. Like you think it's going to come to an end, but it's not. This energy is the same energy that has come. The Two of Cups is the same one that was in the past that you keep bringing into the here and now, that is going to follow you through until you make this change. Because you have it so in your head that this is going to end. Too good to be true. Is it? Come on, Gemini. All right. Let's close this off with an oracle of the shapeshifters and see. Oh, wait. Hold on. I was going to do it again. Let's see what else the universe can add for you, Gemini. Okay. King of Swords. You're being very logical about it. Head over heart right now, Gemini. The Three of Swords in reverse and the Six of Swords in reverse here. You got the mental clarity, okay? So that Three of Swords in the reverse, there's negative self-talk here. Like you have it in your head that this is going to end. You have the negative self-talking going on, and it is making you feel like you want to move away from this situation. You're resistant to the change that is going to happen. Like you finished off with the Wheel of Fortune, that change, you're being a willing participant to it right now. But the more it gets to change your mindset here, that things aren't going to end, because I do believe the King and Queen of Pentacles, the King up there. This is a divine coupling here, and this person does want to be with you, but you're making it difficult. Even if it's subconsciously and energetically, they feel it. Okay? All right, let's close this out. All right, for Gemini. Okay. Sacred Beetle. Okay. You have a mighty shield. So the beetle of armor here, you are protecting yourself above and beyond what needs to be done when this person ain't even trying to come up in here and hurt you. Come on, Gemini. All right, that is what I have for you. I hope this helps. Please like, share, and subscribe. And like always, I will see you in the next.